Encapsulation is the concept that each object owns its own data. Let's take our checking account, for example. The account clearly has a balance. Let's say it's $500. It has an account number. We'll call it 146. There's an account holder. That must be me. And a bunch of other attributes. We call these things attributes of the object. Now, nobody has any business changing any of these attributes. I can't just call up my bank and say, can you change my balance to $600? So we protect all these attributes. We say they are private to the method, and we don't allow them to be changed. Now, different programming languages have different levels of protection. It turns out that Python is very permissive, and you can actually reach into these objects from the outside program and change these values. But in object-oriented design, we just don't do that. If you're coding in C++, then we can actually define attributes as public or private or protected, and then the compiler enforces those different categories. The way we go about protecting those attributes is, instead of allowing the outside function to change these values directly, we provide some methods to do that. The methods are also internal to the object, so we might have a method called withdraw. I'm going to put parentheses here because a method is a lot like a function, and it often does have parameters. We might have another method called deposit. Both of these methods are allowed to change the balance of the account, but the code for these methods comes along with the object. We could say it's owned by the object. We could also have a method called getBalance. We would call a method like withdraw a mutator because it changes something about the account. And a method called getBalance we call an accessor because it accesses information about the account. So to recap, the concept of encapsulation means each object owns its own data through attributes. And that data is modified or accessed through methods. We say that the data is encapsulated within the object.